Hey guys, what's going on? Arkel here, and today we got the update. So we've got a new hero. It's not Musashi, it's Ronin. So I haven't rolled for this hero or Anubis because the rolling system is just way too broken. So I'm probably gonna go into something more in depth in another video about how I feel about this rolling system and how it's basically discouraging me from spending money on that specifically, and why I choose to spend elsewhere in the game. So that's gonna be for another video. So one of the things that actually I liked about this update was the fact that we got more warehouse space, but if I'm being honest, I think this is still coming up short to what it should be. So if we look at this here, there's a lot of stuff. Like, I always have to sell these things every time I'm finished with the Lost Realm, just to make sure that I have enough space. Because if you look here, I was actually able to get a bit more space, but you know, it used to be 180. Now it would have been 170 over 180. And as we go forward, there's not many things that I can actually get rid of. Like, if I want one spot, I could actually double evolve my destroyer. It would give me one spot. I could do a single evolve of my dupe Michael that I have that has Revive on him. But then you get into the crests, and this is where I think that this is a faulty implementation. I think this could be greatly improved. I mean, crests are one of the most satisfying things about this game, but when you have to micromanage your warehouse space for every crest that you get, and if you look here, I'm trying to combine my level 2s, so I don't have any level 2s, but my red crystals are suffering because of that. And if I want to go ahead and upgrade like some crest to level 4 and level 5, it costs a ton of red crystals, which, you know, it comes down to a choice whether I want to micromanage my warehouse or whether I want some good crests. So I think we need something new here. I think that we could do a lot better with these. I mean, they could have their own buildings where they don't actually take space, you just collect them as you go. A little bit like, I never played Pokemon, but there's a lot of games where it's all about collecting everything that you can, but when you have to manage your collections that way, it makes it a lot less interesting. So anyway, thanks IGG for at least adding 10 more warehouse spaces every update for the past 2, 3, maybe 4 updates, I'm not sure exactly. So it really does help, but I think that you can still do better. I think that it would be a lot more encouraging if we could collect everything we can, combine when we can and things like that, but not micromanage everything. It's just annoying, let's face it. So anyway, enough rambling about this. It's not something that I really like to do, like be negative, but yeah, this I think could really be improved in the game. So another thing that I wanted to talk about before we get into this new mode here, the Squad Showdown, because that's what the video is mainly going to be about. There's another thing that's starting to get me a little bit uneasy. So if you look here, I kept my Cupid at level 196, I think, and very slowly he's coming up, and when he hits 200, I think I might even need a dupe, because the main thing is when you go into any sort of mode, you can't choose the order of your hero. So let's say that you're doing Archdemon and your Cupid is like level 200. He's gonna show up probably very high in this list, maybe somewhere around Minnow or Grizzly. So when you start deploying your heroes, if Cupid is not last, your deployment, your drop of your heroes is really gonna suffer and slow down, and sometimes you just can't afford slowing down on the drop. So I really wish that there was something in this game where we could specify the order of our heroes for deployment. I think that would be a great addition, and I don't think it would be that complex to do, but it would definitely help make your strategies a bit better for your drop, so that you don't have to select heroes and drop and all that stuff and be you know, more inclined to make mistakes by trying to click too fast and not selecting the right hero. So yeah, I don't want my Cupid to be level 200, and since there's no way of de-leveling or anything the day he hits 200, if this hasn't been implemented in the game where you can select your order, well then I'm probably gonna work on this guy and do something with him. So yeah, so that was the other thing that I wanted to talk about. You guys can write in the comments if you agree, if you think that they should let us choose the order in which we want to deploy, and how it could help you also with your strategies if you have this kind of problem. So anyway, enough talking, let's go and see what we're gonna do with this new mode here. So this mode looks pretty interesting. I think it's nice to have at least one mode where things can be very even between everybody. So even free-to-play players can fully participate in this one. There is some refreshing of this, so you can refresh once a day for 100 gems, and I'm actually going to be doing that. So if you go into the rules without spending too much time, essentially what it says is that you choose your fights, you have these slots where you can fight. So I'm probably going to do the 21 to 23 on most days. And every time you win a match, you gain a star. It says that you lose a star when you lose a match. So actually, yeah, if you... I'm not sure if refreshing all the time is going to be the best thing here, because if you get a really nice run, yeah, I'm not sure. We'll have to see how competitive this game mode gets. So I think I'm gonna go straight into it here and see what we can do. So what I think here is that the heroes are gonna change. So if you look down here, this is the hero selection that we have for this season or this day. I'm not sure which one it is yet, but as you can see here, there is no golem. So for example, since there are no healers here to select from, there's not even Pixie here, so there's absolutely no healer to select from. So let's say that I want to use Michael, right? So Michael, since there are no healers that can be selected, using something like Stone Skin on him is not that great, because Stone Skin really gains a lot of value when you get heals. So since this is going to be a very short fight, and it's going to be very, well, you know, no healing, no pets, nothing like that, I'm just going to go for a straight up deflection right away. I'm going to put him up front so that he gets the aggro. So next, I'm going to want to have this guy right here so he can tank also. So I'm debating a little bit what I want here, because since there's no pets, the only thing that can really debuff me on this one, well actually I'm not even sure. There is nothing in here that can debuff me. Yeah, so since there's nothing that can debuff me, I'm not sure if I actually want to go with the Revive to start. One thing is almost certain, I probably want a Scatter on him. Because I'm thinking I probably want him to hit really fast, so I'm thinking maybe a Berserk and Scatter or something along those lines. So let's see here. He could also heal very well. I do have a Skull Knight with Life Drain 8 of 8, and he's pretty good. He heals pretty well. So actually, let's see here. I think I'm gonna put this on him to start. So anything he targets will not proc. But now the thing is that I'm not sure if I really want him to start off with a Revive, but I think to be safe, I'll try it out like this first. Okay, so next, I know that one of the things that's gonna be very, very popular with this are gonna be auto procs. So since I have a Michael that's gonna deflect, so since I think it's gonna be very popular to have auto procs here, I think if you can survive the first proc, if you had a healer to choose from, I think the way to go would be to use Stone Skin on most of those heroes or some sort of defensive talent to try and last as much as possible and get through that initial burst. After that, they're going to be pretty inoffensive. So I think I'm gonna go with this for now and try this. So I think there's no really other way to go with Warlock than to put War God on him. I think that's how I might start it off. And of course you want to have a Revite on him. The reason why I put the crest on Revite, the Revite on the crest I mean, is because you get a lot more out of having a talent that goes to 8 on the talent slot. So I'm pretty sure you guys knew that. So next I'm looking at Demo. I'm not really looking at Ares, and the other guys are really not what I think I want to use here. Heartbreaker might be interesting. If I have a Scatter, I think she might be interesting. I think I might try her out. Maybe with the Bulwark. Or, actually no, she's gonna heal very well. Let's go like this. Let's put a Revite on her so she can start proccing right away. I think I'm gonna try something like this. She's gonna heal a lot, and with Stone Skin it's gonna gain a lot of value. So I think I'm gonna try something like this and see how it goes. So let's go back here and let's start this. So who do we have here? Okay, so we've got a Demo to start. Okay, he's got a lot of damage. And she's proccing. And yeah, it seems to be working out pretty well. She was healing well. Now let's try a second one. So Demo again. Let's see here. So SK is, I think with SK versus no SK, I think it's not even gonna be a contest. Huh? So that's 2 victories. Next. Okay, now we have an SK and an Ares. So I have to get there before the Ares. Oh no, I didn't get there. So can she proc right now? Yes, there we go. Okay, so Dread Drake seems to be going down. And I think we're gonna get this one. Yeah. So I think my SK helped a lot on this one. So let's try to get 3 more chances and see what we can get here. So, okay, so there's a Vlad, so I don't think I'm that scared about this Vlad. So he's gonna get pretty much owned right there. Okay, now this one is not gonna proc, so it's not gonna be too hard to finish him off. Next, let's try this again. So, searching for opponents. Okay, so we've got an Ares to start. So Ares is down. SK is down once. Okay, so this SK is not gonna proc now. Let's finish him off. Hopefully I don't get one shot by a deadly strike or something. No, so we got it. So last fight, that's gonna be for the third star of silver, if I can get it. Okay. So my SK is gonna finish those 2 pretty fast. Okay, so there was a Valentina there. Not really something that's gonna be very hard to kill. So we got a full victory here. So that's 653 points. I'm not sure how that gets calculated right now. And I think it's not always going to be 4 hero mode here. If you look at the top here, 4 heroes this time, but I think it's actually going to change and we're going to get more different matchups. And I'm not sure if it's going to change per day or what exactly, but yeah, so let's see here. So 3 stars. It doesn't seem to say much about... Oh, is it 653? That's my rank? I think it might be my rank. So let's do, this is gonna be page 65, I think. No, it's gonna be next page. Yeah, so this is my rank, 653, but everybody has three stars, so okay. Well, that was kind of fun. I can't wait to see, well, anything that has fame as a reward, I'm a huge fan. So, and this is not something that's super time consuming or anything either. So, I don't know, it seems pretty interesting to me. So, yeah, I don't think there's much else that I need to add here. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the first run of this squad showdown. And yeah, if you haven't checked out the video for the giveaway, you should go and check that out. I'm gonna leave the link in the description. Come and participate. Good luck to everyone, and I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, keep clashing.